How's everyone doing? And welcome on in. I am the Gingerbeerdman here with your Dead by Daylight update. It's finally time for another one of these updates. As you see, the Stranger Things 2 is here. You got the Mind Flayer in the background. I'm going to go through a little bit of the store. Literally everything I normally do here on the updates, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the patch notes, though. Whenever we get to the perks and that on the characters, I'm just going to do it in the game because it's going to save me time of having to read all the little quotes and stuff throughout the patch notes, and I'm not going to do all that. I'll literally save me some time. So first we're going to start in the game itself, and then we'll work our way over to the patch notes. First, when you go into the store, don't forget to hit your free gift here. I did get a couple things already. As you can see, I unlocked Eddie, of course. You have Eddie Munson here. You have Robin Buckley. This is old Jonathan Byers. He was here with the other one. You have the new clothes here for the Mall Star. You got the game night with Dustin and a Scion of the Upside Down. We could check these out real quick. They don't take long. The Scion here, you can just literally see how he looks at least. Let's go back here. It's really weird because like this, you see how I can twist this one around? I did notice this, and I'm just going to point it out real quick. Yeah, I can turn him around to show you how he looks and all that. Back here with the first, you can't do that. It doesn't let you turn him around. I have no idea why. Don't ask me why. Mall Star. Pretty good, pretty accurate too. Exactly. Accurate. Pretty good. Old Rockin' Robin. Pretty good and accurate as well. The only thing I don't like about Eddie is his hair, but like, I don't know how you would be able to get the hair exactly anyway because of, you know, layers and stuff like that. And it's just hard, very hard to get an 80s hairstyle down in a video game because it's so puffy and everything. And there's just no way. It's very hard to do stuff like that. But there is a Stranger Things bundle that you could go in and just buy them if you'd like to go through that way. One thing I did notice so far, they have all the Hellfire shirts, Meg, Jay, Claudette, Dwight, Gabriel, Fang, Felix, and Sable. And then you have the Bite Off shirt for Dustin as well. I think some shirts are missing here, and they don't have them in a bundle set yet either. It's not in here at all. So yeah, there's that. I don't know if they're all going to be coming in a bundle or something at some point. That's why I'm not touching them yet, because I don't know exactly what's going to happen in that ballpark. So I didn't go in that direction to see. The Riff is here. Of course, I got it. You get Henry Creel right off the get-go. You can use him for Vecna. They have Meg, new outfit here as well. Renato's got an outfit in the free. I think they're pretty good. I mean, they have a good diversity on both sides. You get banners and charms and clothes on both sides, of course. Hillbilly Metal Mane, I think that's pretty cool. It's going to be interesting once that's all unlocked, since I play the Hillbilly. You finally got a new cosmetic. Jeff. That head looks good. Of course, you can't see all of it until you actually, you know, get it all unlocked to see what it all looks like. Some of these charms, though, look at that charm. That's in the premium. Pretty cool. Cassette tape. A lot of the 80s theme stuff. Max going up in the air from Vecna. It sucks that Max isn't in here, though. But yeah, it's a little bit of everything. Dustin at Eddie's grave. That'll be a cool one to unlock. Dustin there. Eddie's banner from the Upside Down playing his guitar solo. pretty good ones. This rift is thousands times better than the other rift. Oh, 1,000 times better. Jesus. So much better. Steve and Robin. Little Vecna figurine there. Feng Min's got an outfit again. Gabriel's got an outfit. Just all kinds of stuff. In the free track, you got the Dredge with his horror. You have him right here. Pretty cool. I like that. Will's house. Whenever he was talking to his mom in the Upside Down. With the letters on the house wall. Oh, and that's the weapon. And that's at 11's got a diver suit outfit that she used in the last season. So, and then, yeah, that's still Fangs. So it's pretty good. You got a good diversity there of different ones. I'm going to go through the Shriner of the Week. Let me see what else we have here real quick before I get too in deep with this.
This world,
okay, just let me do... Just let me do my job real quick here. Foreseen, unknown, languid touch, the Lynch, red herring, Zarina, and reassurance, Rebecca. Unforeseen, when you perform a damage action on a generator, your terror radius transfers to the generator for 30 seconds, and its radius is set to 32 meters. You gain undetectable for 30 seconds. And then the touch. When a survivor is within 36 meters of you, scares a crow, they suffer from the exhausted status effect for 10 seconds. Has a cooldown of 5 seconds. Red herring. You notice that people pay attention to you, whatever makes the loudest noise. After repairing a generator for at least 1 second, you will be highlighted to you with a yellow aurora. The generator stays highlighted until it is fully repaired. You repair a new generator or enter a locker. Entering any locker will trigger a loud noise indicator for the killer at the highlighted generator's location. Red herring only can be triggered every 15 seconds. And reinsurance is whenever you're 6 meters of radius around a hook survivor, you push the button to pause their power struggle for 30 seconds. If they are on struggle phase, it also pauses the struggle skill checks. Out of all these, Unforeseen is probably the best out of the killers. And Reassurance is probably the best out of the survivors. That's just my personal picks. Other people might have a different say-so, but that is just my picks. Vecna. Hi. Let's go over here to the bio. Turn back the clock. After hooking a survivor for 60 seconds, you press the ability button to make a target generator within 20 meters explode. You lose 10% progress and start regressing. When a totem is blessed or cleansed, block a random unblocked generator for 30 seconds. When one or more generators become blocked, you gain undetectable for 30 seconds. In the hive mind, the first time you hook any survivor, adult totem becomes a hex totem. Generators are highlighted. The intensity of the generator's aurora is revealed their repair progress. When one generator remains, all remaining generators explode, lose 10% progress, and start regressing. The hex totem becomes dull. These could be really good in so many different builds. I really couldn't tell you which one's the best out of this because they all literally can be used. I mean, that's how good this killer's perks are. I'll definitely be messing around with all these to see what works the best and go from there. But this is pretty insane to different things you could do killer-wise. So, I'm wondering for the people who run around the map really quickly, how that's going to work right here. You could literally just target anything, run across the map, target another thing, run across the map, target another thing, like Hillbilly running around, things like that. I can't wait to see exactly what we have in store there. That's going to be some interesting times. Let's go over to the survivor side of things real quick here.
We are so screwed.
And Dustin here, bada bada boom. After completing 20% worth of repairs, press the ability button next to a window to trap it for 60 seconds. The trap triggers when a killer performs a vault on the window, inflicting them 50% hindered for 60 seconds. Change of plan. You start with 2 tokens. While inside a locker and holding a non-event toolbox, press the ability button 2 to spend 1 token and transform your toolbox into a med kit of the same rarity with a random add-on of the same rarity. New med kit has 100% of its charges. Yes. Teamwork. Full circuit. For each survivor repairing a generator with you, the size of the good skill check zone is increased by 25%. While repairing at least one with one other survivor, your repair is 5% faster. Extrasensory perception. Crouch for 4 seconds to see the auroras of survivors, killers, and a variety of objects. These are revealed in an expanding 44-meter radius. You gain elusive and oblivious. When you stop crouching or after 11 seconds, all effects of this perk end and it enters a 40-second cooldown. That is insane. That is going to be a really good perk. A really good perk. We see you gain 1 token when the killer reveres your aurora. When you have 4 tokens, they are all consumed. The killer's aurora is revealed to you and all other survivors 15 seconds. This perk has a 10-second cooldown. Soft spoken. For each survivor repairing a generator with you, the range at which the generator's noise is heard is reduced by 25%. While repairing with at least one other person, you gain 5% faster. Okay, people. 5% faster. So not only if you got toolboxes and you got the soft-spoken teamwork and you got, what is it, Dustin's other one here, full circuit, he's got 5% too. So if you got 2 people with the same different perks on the same generator with toolboxes, you got Prove Thyself with you too. Yeah. It's going to be one fast generator. I can't wait to see what all happens with all that and how that's going to work here. I totally expect a patch here real soon. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in that whole scenario there. Quests, you got the milestones are back. Yes, you have to go to 2,000 some odd generators kicked, and you know what I'm talking about. You literally got to do these all again. Start from the beginning and roll. The rifts right now is hook 20 survivors, safely unhook 10 survivors, carry survivors 180 meters, or escape 5 chases, complete 5 trials as the first, or just as any killer in general if you don't own them, complete 5 trials as 11, or any survivor if you don't own them, and of course you got your dailies as well. Alright, let's talk patch notes. Patch notes, you know, that stuff that, you know, they're supposed to be working on different things, you know, and hopefully fixing some stuff. I'm not going to talk about any of this up here. This will be linked down below, by the way, if you'd like to reread everything I just literally said on the game, because this is all the perks, the survivors, and the killer's perks all again. Visual terror radius. Updated the 2D version of the visual terror radius. Heart to be animated. Matches the 3D heart behavior. And it has its own lullaby version. Jumpstart quests are going to be put in as well for new people. You'll be able to get some new rift fragments and stuff like that, doing that kind of stuff. Halloween DLC changes. I don't need to read all this. Pretty much what you need to know is that every single perk that was in the Halloween DLC is now becoming free, so you can get it in the web, and they will be changing the names of them as well, if you don't own it already. So if you owned it before, the names will stay the same. Bug fixes. Oh, God. There's actually a lot. There's a lot of bug fixes. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I will read some of them. All of these are audio fixes here. Bot fixes. Characters. Yes, all of them are character fixes. I'm gonna go through some of them. Holy crap. I could go through almost all of them, but we're gonna be here a little bit if I did that. I always said on stream that there was so many problems with so many people, and this is it. Look at this. This is between the newest one, the first, the Spirit, the Onryo, the Nurse, the Howlmaster, the Dredge, the Knight, Singularity, the Ghoul, Krasu, the Lynch, Nurse again, jeez, the Cenobite, the Shape. Oh, what do we got here? Fix an issue where the Shape's knife was misaligned while charging Slaughtering Strike repeated in evil incarnate mode. Fixed an issue where the Shape could become soft-locked when attempted to destroy a pallet with Slaughtering Strike after being stunned. So nothing on that teleport stuff. That happens every so often with people. Alright. What about Deathslinger? Found an issue where the Deathslinger was not aiming with the rifle from the Survivor POV. Wow. Fix an issue where the Ghoul's Kojin Leap would cause the player to become stuck in a decreased speed state. The Nurse's POV was slightly shifted to the side when blinking while turning the camera. Fixed an issue where the Skull Merchant's drone could become invisible and unusable for the remainder of the trial after being recalled. So a lot of this is, you know, they're working through it, which we knew it's going to take so much time to go through all the problems in Dead by Daylight. It is going to take a long time. There's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of bugs. Hopefully with this big patch here, this fixes a lot of the, I see a ton of killers. It fixes a lot of the killers' issues. I never had issues with the Knight, but fixed an issue where the Knight could get stuck in the summoning animation if stunned by a palo while performing or summoning a guard. Fixed an issue where the Knight could fall off the roof when tracing a path in a certain map locations. I never heard that one either. Fixed an issue where the input icon was still shown for the Knight's power widget after being used. Interesting. There's a lot of the first here. This from here is all the first that was fixed from the PTB. So yeah, it's a lot. Fixed an issue where the mind break animation was missing for the first when survivors used a flashlight. So a lot of it was fixed with him, at least. Hopefully he's good to go now. I'll find out here soon enough whenever I have to play him. Environment maps. Fixed an issue in Orman Mine map where player could land on top of crates near the building. Speaking of maps, isn't it top? Let's go up here. Let me scroll up here real quick. We have temporarily kill switched the Forgotten Ruins map due to an issue that caused players to become stuck in place. The map will remain out of rotation until this is resolved. So the Forgotten Ruins is still gone. Let's scroll back down here. I don't see... I wonder if they ever fix those vines in the one, in that one map. I can't even remember the map's name off the top of my head. But I don't even see it anyway. Huh. Interesting. Fix an issue where the perk Bada Boom's trap was popping out of place on several vault locations once the animation is over. Fix an issue where Teamwork saw spoken perk icon would turn off after failing a skill check. And full circuit perk would deactivate after failing a skill check on a generator. Fixed an issue where players could not rebind the button for turn back the clock, where the external perk icon for turn back the clock was brown, where Bada Bada Boom could be placed on vault locations from lower ground. Survivors could use Bada Bada Boom further than intended from vault locations. Turn back the clock's indicator error remained displayed when killers used their power while looking at a generator. And the trapper was unable to trigger bear traps during the turn back of the clock interaction. Oh god, I didn't even think about that. Imagine other killers with them kind of perks. Oh man. Oof. So yeah, there is changes from the PTB. After completing the undergate exit animation, the killer enters a 1.0 second cooldown, during which interactions and attacks are disabled. Movement speed remains unchanged. The Vine attack cancel cooldown has been increased from 1.25 seconds to 1.5 seconds to minimize zoning potential. Updated the add-on chest piece text description to reflect the actual value of the attack radius reduction. Changed from 35 to 50%, also adjusting the unmentioned explosion action or activation delay from 0.65 to 0.6 to align with the default Vine attack timing. So, they're working. They're working. I mean, that's all you can really do, right? Oops, sorry. They're working. So that's pretty much all of it. That is everything that is out right now. We went through the Rift, we went through the quests, we went through the store, and a little bit of the patch notes. I just rather would read all the perks that are new on the game itself than on that page, because I have seen in the past, like literally the last one I did, that it wasn't worded the same on the forums compared to the game. I didn't know that till it was brought to my attention. I don't know why, but yeah, it was worded different. So it is what it is there. But that is all I have for you guys. That is it. So go out there, have fun, test it up, see what works, what don't work, what could be broke, what might be broke. And yeah. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. We're going to be live tomorrow here. I'm going to be live. We're going to roll through this. We're going to power through some different things and test some stuff out here live. So, you all have a good rest of your day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll see you later. Have a good one.